Hello everyone. If you're not yet caught up with the news, I'm here to tell you guys that the next set of styles are already confirmed. The next style is officially confirmed to be the turtle style, and right after that is the shotgun style, which is also now confirmed to be a mythic rarity style. And lastly, the freedom style, which is of course, a legendary. We have not gotten any information on how the turtle style is gonna work, but we do have some information about the shotgun style. The shotgun style's shotgun mechanic is most likely gonna be a special ability, just like the ghost jab. As for how the shotgun style is gonna work overall, there was very little to no information regarding about how it generally would work, so from this point on it's just my assumption. Since Hayami, the person who uses the shotgun, is an outboxer, an excellent one at that. His footwork must be great, which means he will most probably have very good dashes, maybe as good as Hanslow's or maybe slightly less, since Hanslow and Psyche are similar due to them being outboxers with good footwork. As for how much of a punch shotgun is gonna deal, his damage might be lower than usual due to the nature of him being an outboxer. Hayami does not rely on counters, so he will most likely not have a counter damage bonus, so what I'm guessing is that he will work similarly to a style that is already in the game in terms of damage, and this style is also a style based out of an outboxer. Can you guess what it is? Correct, the long guard style. Since they are both outboxers, shotgun might have the same damage output as long guard, which honestly isn't even bad. As for his M2s, I already think it's obvious as to what his M2 is gonna be. It's of course going to be his infighter killing short uppercut, which I think is not going to have a special gimmick besides it being just your standard uppercut that deals damage. But if they did want the uppercut to do something, I have a suggestion. Since I already know the shotgun special ability is gonna have an insane amount of startup, and can easily be dodgeable by dashing away, maybe make it so that landing a counter hit M2 will stun your opponent long enough for you to land your shotgun barrage. This makes it really close to how the short uppercut works in the anime, which is cool. Speaking of the shotgun special ability, let's talk about the shotgun special ability itself now. The shotgun is a barrage of punches that are thrown using one hand, which Hayami uses to control range, bait out counters, as well as being a knockout punch itself. It will most probably gonna be a special ability, similar to the ghost jab that Ghost has, which can be activated by pressing the special ability button. As for how it would work, it will probably deal a lot of damage, which will make it a very effective guard breaking tool, as well as make it a very good damaging move. And it will also have great range. But as all special abilities should work, it will have some drawback, similar to the ghost jab, leaving you vulnerable if they block it or if you miss it. The drawback it will have is that the shotgun would take a while to charge, so it will probably be very hard to land on neutral because it can easily be dodged. And the shotgun will take a lot of stamina to throw. It will probably take half of your stamina bar, due to it leaving a lot of strain on your fists when you throw it. Because you know, throwing your fists simultaneously can easily make you tired. Hayami also has a glass jaw, making him be vulnerable to knockout punches. So he might have the same weakness as Hanslow, where he takes extra counter damage, or he could have his own debuff which makes him take more damage from M2s. And that's about it for my concept of the shotgun style. What do you think about it? Is it a great concept or is it too complex? Me personally, I don't think it's too complex and it can somewhat work. Anyways, let's rewind a bit to the intro. There's something off about this, right? Yes, there is no rare rarity style. Unless Drowning Sim is going with my idea of only adding mythics and legendaries to make lucky spins useful, there is no way he let there be no rare rarity style. So I'm gonna introduce you guys to a style that would fit the role of a rare rarity style perfectly. And that is the charge style. This concept is made by this user named Untitled Boxer. His channel along with the video containing this concept is in the description below. You should watch it if you want a more detailed explanation. Anyways, let's talk about his charge style concept. This style is based off a Mike Yosuke. The charge style is an infighting style similar to the Ippo style. It's a very easy to use style because it really only has one gimmick. I will talk about his gimmick later. Anyways, his definition says, the definition of a textbook infighter. Your attacks are powerful, but lack much range. However, your ability to pressure and your good mobility allow you to take your time, landing a few hits in here and there, before coming around with a knockout swing. Special ability, Charge In. Ultimate, Raging Bull. So what he mentions on his video about the charge style stats, is that its power or damage might be equal to Ippo in terms of damage. As for his dashes, he can have basic dashes or Kimura's dashes, but not as good as Ippo or hand slows because that just makes it too good to be in rare rarity style. We do not want it to be a straight copy of Ippo, don't we? Anyways, his damage would make him a very good style for applying pressure. And he also has good stamina. I based his style off Ippo himself, so I imagine that both charge style and the Ippo style would work very similarly to one another. Let's now move on to his gimmick, the charge-in. The charge-in would work like a push of some kind. So when you dash toward your opponent, the force of your charge is enough to push your opponent backward, preventing them from dashing away or prevent them from attacking. Landing this unique ability would stagger your opponent for a brief moment, making them unable to dodge or run away. When they are staggered, they have enough stun for you to land a light attack with no risk. But not your heavy attack or M2. The main drawback of this move is that when you charge towards a blocking opponent, or if you miss completely, you will be left vulnerable. And this charge also takes quite a lot of stamina when you use it, which makes it easier for you to get stamina broken. This gimmick is great against runners and passive players, preventing them from running away or just spamming dash. As for his ultimate, he based it off Imai's fight with Itagaki, the guy who uses the Cronus style, where he charges using his head like a wild bull to force your opponent into the corner. As they desperately try to counterattack, you drive gut punch into gut punch into gut punch into their abdomen before finishing them with a devastating blow to the head. This ultimate will deal 45% damage. And if they do survive the ultimate, both players will continue fighting near the corner. Overall, the charge style is a pretty interesting concept. I didn't talk about the charge style fully here, so if you are curious as to how it would work more, go to the video Untitled Boxer made about it in the description below. Anyways, those are some style concepts I do think are pretty nice. What do you think about them? Are they great or do they suck? Feel free to comment down your thoughts below. Anyways, that's all from me. See you guys on the next one. Peace.